Dear children, welcome to the first day of Maths Week. Numbers are everywhere. Your age, your class, your height, weight, how many members in your family, how many idlis and how many dosas you had in the morning. Everywhere numbers are there. But do you know the story of the numbers? Who is behind these numbers? Where it came from? Come, let us go and explore the story of numbers. Animals, birds and human beings, all of us have number sense. Take for example, a bird like goldfinch. If its nest contains 4 eggs and someone takes 1 egg out of it, it probably won't notice. But when 2 eggs are removed, the bird would realize a predator is nearby and would generally desert the nest. The bird can distinguish 2 from 3. The number of eggs that the mother animal has, if changed, will be noticed by all mammals and most birds. This is what we call as number sense. It is not the counting elements, but recognizing something is missing in a small group. This number sense, the human beings and some animals and birds have this number sense. So, what makes us different from animals and birds? The counting ability cannot be taken as lightly. It is very important. Because of this counting ability, the human beings have come to this stage. How is it possible? How is it possible we are able to come here? There's numerous number systems are available. We have to learn about all this number system now. Thousands and thousands of years ago, there were no numbers to represent 2 or 3. Instead, fingers, rocks, sticks or eyes were used to represent numbers. There were neither clocks nor calendars to help keep track of time. The sun and moon were used to distinguish between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. There was little need for a numeric system until a group of people formed clans, villages and settlements and began a system of bartering and trade that in turn created a demand for currency. Imagine a highly developed civilization. The best facilities like roads, they built buildings, lot of buildings and lot of cities like this and fortified their cities but without having a written language. Surprising, no? We will see them. This was the ancient South American civilization of Inca in 1400s. The Inca Civilization was a highly developed civilization able to track all important facts required to rule such a vast empire. How did they do this? They used a memory tool made of knotted strings called a cupu. You have hundreds of knotted strings tied to a base string and extra strings tied the ones hanging around. It is important to remember they were not a calculating device, rather a device used to keep records on the number of things. Incas even had men in charge of maintaining the cupu, known as cupu kamayos or keeper of the cupu. It is fortunate cupu are still used today, so we may be able to learn about the ancient ones by seeing how the modern ones are used. Now let us go back to 4th century to learn about Mayan civilization number system. This system used by Mayan civilization is unique and the base is 20 unlike 10 in our decimal number system. The Mayans used a combination of 2 symbols. A dot was used to represent the units 1 through 4 and a dash was used to represent 5. The Mayans also symbolized the concept of nothing or zero. The most common symbol was that of a shell to represent 0. Now let us cross the Atlantic Ocean to reach Egypt. They had a wonderful number system. To learn that, let us go. How do we know what the Egyptian language of numbers is? It has been found on the writing on the stones of monument walls of ancient time. Numbers have also been found on pottery, limestone plates, and on fragile fibers of papyrus. The language is composed of hieroglyphs, pictorial signs, and represent people, animal, plant, and numbers. This hieroglyphic numeration enabled them to note whole numbers up to 10 lakh. In this notation, there was a special sign for every power of 10. For example, a vertical line is drawn for 1. A sign with the shape of upside down U is used for 10. For 100 is spiral row. For 1000 a lotus bloom. For 10,000 a raised finger slightly bent. For 1 lakh a tadpole, and 10 lakh a kneeling Jenny with upraised arms. Several civilizations created their own number system independently. By 8th century, Indians perfected their number system and they were using it. Arabs, who were the travelers, traders, and conquerors of India, spread this number system throughout this world. By 15th century, this number system has become the most commonly used number system, and it replaced the Roman number system. You all using this number system only, that is called decimal number system. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 all the numbers belong to this system.